Hello and welcome to the Energy Connect studio at Future Mobility Asia Exhibition and Summit 2024 in Bangkok. I'm delighted to have sitting next to me in the studio today, Kelvin Lim, the Group CEO of Durapower. Kelvin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And to start off, could you tell us that why is it so critical to have energy storage and batteries as a part of the energy transition going ahead?
Well, if you look at the different segments of energy electrification globally, whether it's mobility, marine or stationary, the common denominator is always batteries or energy storage, right? And oftentimes batteries are also the most expensive component in an asset, right? So it's crucially important that we treat batteries very differently than a standard commodity. So from my perspective, the technology and innovations of batteries is one that would accelerate energy electrification. For example, if we talk about batteries that if we could have it charged faster, it means the TCO or the total cost of ownership is better for commercial fleet customers. So it is crucially important for batteries to really play its part in expediting this entire ecosystem. Further to that, we know that in certain parts of the world where the energy grid is not stable at times, batteries will be used to supplement the grid as part of peak shaving, and also further extending to that, it serves as a second life or repurposed batteries to supplement the whole entire grid connections. Yeah.
That's an excellent point and brings me to my next question about Durapower. So could you tell us more about Durapower and what sets it apart in the world of batteries and storage?
So Durapower is a Singapore company. We are also part of the Bangpoo group of companies. We offer closed-loop, end-to-end integrated solutions that today represents a very strong international presence in about 25 countries, right? Since 2009, we specialize in batteries that are high power and high energy, which means that these are batteries that charge faster, weigh lighter, and having a longer lifespan. We cover 4 market verticals. First one being e-mobility, where we focus on commercial vehicles. The second one is on specialty applications, which is for ports, decarbonization, and off-road applications. The third one is marine, where we put batteries to electrify vessels. Last but not least, stationary applications. Now, since 2009, we have always specialized on developing technologies that would enable batteries to perform better. Like I mentioned earlier, it needs to serve the purpose of expediting the whole electrification journey globally. Over the last decade, we have put our battery solutions tested and proven in the most extreme conditions, from very cold countries in Finland to very hot countries like India to the most humidity conditions, high corrosion environment like the ports in Singapore. And we have a perfect safety track record, and we have been high performing in these sectors.
That's great. And if you look at the future outlook, because like you said earlier, that a critical part of the transition will be focused on storage. And when it comes to storage, there's a lot of conversations going on about minerals, critical minerals. So what's your future outlook on all these coming together?
One important aspect that we are looking at right now is really addressing the needs for a circular economy. We start our battery business, our operations will start from using processed raw materials. And then we then use these materials to develop our own chemistry composition. We will then design and manufacture battery cells and solutions. At the end of life, what we do is we recycle and repurpose. But what's more important to that is to reuse recycled materials. And this is a key point. Otherwise, we always face a scarcity of raw materials, right? And this is an effort that we put in place in our company. And we have a commitment to use recycled materials into our manufacturing on new batteries. I think this is one important aspect of that.
And I think it will grow in more importance, the whole idea of circular economy as we go forward. And one of the things that we see here is also a focus on circular economy at Future Mobility Asia.
Indeed.
What are your thoughts? And you're exhibiting here as well. So what are you showcasing and how do you find the show?
Well, we are here for the third time now. at Future Mobility Asia. Um, Southeast Asia is a promising market for electrification opportunities. And Thailand is playing a major role in Southeast Asia, in my opinion. We are focusing our key products that's relevant here for commercial vehicles, right? Batteries that would be able to offer a very good TCO to our commercial customers. This week, we have also made a very exciting launch of DP Pulse. So I mentioned earlier, we have our battery assets around the world in 25 countries. The plan is to put these assets onto a digital platform. We have a back-end IoT and AI engine that does a digital twin and predicts better performance, better maintenance cycles, and also most importantly, measure the health of the batteries to ensure that these batteries are always at its optimum. Now, why are we doing this? It's also in support of our development of a battery passport. The battery passport is one that would track battery materials at the start and the end of life of batteries when it finishes service, right? So all this data is going to be crucially important, and that's part of what we're offering this time.
Kelvin, it's such a pleasure to talk to you, and thanks for that comprehensive outline of energy storage as well as the future of clean mobility.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for watching, and a quick reminder that you can get the latest updates and insights on clean mobility and coverage from across the energy industry at energyconnects.com. I will be back with more studio interviews from Future Energy Asia. Stay tuned.